second. We're live. Live. Comments will appear here. Alright, okay then. Finish that. That's it. Everything's on. Nobody's there. Alright. Hello. I hope this is working. Translating. I am actually currently lying in my bed. I wanted to just get on and say a few things. Myself, Nerisse, that's my partner, and soon to be my wife. We are planning to do all that kind of thing. It's not something either of us had ever considered until we got together. So yeah, Luke, welcome. So myself and my partner have gone through quite a few shock, trauma things recently. We set off, when was it? The 17th or something of January. I went over to England to move Nerisse and my partner. Hello everyone, hi Vince, hi Mike, hi Rosemary, hi Brian. From Birmingham to Manchester. And that was kind of a bit of a sudden thing. We didn't really get any choice in it. It was thrust upon us, and we completed that. And then on the 22nd, I went to Tameside Hospital, and they said that I've got 1 of 3 cancers where they've taken biopsies on the 29th. Now we've come over to Spain. I'm taking the cannabis treatment. It's going well. There's a long way to go, but it is going well. I've posted pictures and stuff with that. I had 4 areas, one at the back of my neck, which had 4 small areas on it, and then 3 others on my head. We can only find 2 of those areas now, and the one on the top of my head, which was about 5 mil, is about half the size it was. The larger one to my right here is about the same size, but it's difficult to tell with those because they're the ones that have the biopsies taken. I then slipped a disc in my back, or I could be muscle. I'm not certain, but I can't stand up. Can't support my own weight. It's just clunk and I'm on the floor. And so they've refused me to fly. Hey, not perturbed by any of this. We stick together rock hard, and I've really got a feeling, and I'm a 54-year-old man, I got a feeling as I walked away with a 9-year-old girl and a 2-year-old boy and my partner Nerisse from that airport, that we were unstoppable. We were an unstoppable family now, and I was no longer alone. I had that feeling. Now, maybe that's been there for a long time, and I haven't been alone. Maybe you're never really alone, but I've had that feeling for a long, long time, and that feeling was destroyed by people trying to make life harder for us. It didn't work. We stuck together. We booked new flights. We got everything reorganised again. Of course, I do a little bit too much yesterday. Hello, Nigel. Nice to see you, mate. I did a little bit too much yesterday, and now I am under strict orders to stay here, get this right, and I totally agree. Doing nothing is the hardest thing in the world for myself. I'm a doer. We think we've got everything sorted. We've had some brilliant people out there. They've donated money, they've donated oils, they've donated the time, they've donated clicks and power and energy and part of their life to assisting us, myself and everyone else from the Dark City, Ancient Apocryphy, Santa Monteverde. I'm not listing them all, but you know, you've all been brilliant, and we've all put time and energy into making this real, making it happen. Maybe we've got to a stage now where we can't give up. We can only carry on. Maybe we haven't got an opportunity, another option. Maybe that is the only option. 12 months ago, I moved into another place and we put up a shed. We followed all the guidelines, all the rules, we took all the advice, but hey, apparently we've got to take it down. That's in a nutshell. We built this, we got going, and now this morning I find out that the planning authority in Spain are telling us we have to remove our workspace. Now it's also storing quite a bit of stuff, that workspace. It's not just our workspace, we use it as stores as well, for the lab and for the stuff, not just the camera stuff, but for the drone projects and for the other projects that we've done distillation projects and so forth. And it's a hinge. If we couldn't have done that, we wouldn't have come here. So I'm told this morning. Fair enough that my landlord here, he's battled with them. He didn't want to bother me. I knew this was ongoing, but he didn't want to bother me because he knows that we've had enough to deal with. And so he didn't actually inform me until this morning that they have now made a decision. They were saying we had to be out by April the 1st. April Fool, eh? But the owners and my landlord here have put in quite a strong case, and they've just been knocked back. And look, this is nothing really to do with us. This is to do with an ongoing problem between the planning authority and the owner of this property. And they've just blocked it. Okay, as far as we know, it's not permanent, it's not nailed, it's all screwed, there's no concrete fixings, and it is removable. Okay, we followed the rules. They're not going to have it. We have to remove it. There's nothing we can really do now. There is one option. We don't remove the shed. The local planning authority will remove it and bill us for doing so. And they're just going to demolish it. They're not going to come and take it down. They're going to come and demolish it. So we've got about €4,500 in materials, not work, but just materials invested into that. It would be silly for us to go down that route. I put up a post this morning, or maybe midday today, calling all you lot, saying, come on, all right, all you lot, we need your help now, we need your post. That post, which was saying, basically informing you what I've just told you. We have got till the 1st of May to get it out. We have been planning for a considerable amount of time to move from renting to buying of land here in Spain. And yeah, thank you, yeah, for people who are sharing this video and posting this video now when it's happening. That is the way to do it. And thanks all of you who are doing that. Excuse me, sidetracked a bit there, but I just wanted, it's popping up here, people have shared it, and that's brilliant. I do feel, and like I say, we've been trying to move from rent to buy, and we've had a dear supporter of what I've been doing and what we've done in the Dark City and the Delta9 group, especially the Delta9 crew. This person has been massively active within that, assisting other people in helping themselves get back to well-being. And I'm not going to even say if it's a he or a she, but that individual has helped countless people I know of. And they have said they're putting up a funding, they're going to put this up and fund it. So it's not like a donation, it's funding of €50,000. We're going to use 30 to 35 to buy the land, and then we're going to use 15 to pay for the fees, the transfers, and to cover other expenses which are unforeseen at this time. Of course, we have got to move, and we have got to get somewhere to stay in and work from when we get there. So that's not going to be the total cost. We suspect the total cost will probably, once we've finished, be more around 100 to 120,000 euros. I have this amount of money in crypto coins, which are being held by the Chinese receiver, which I will receive those back. We just don't know when, and we haven't got the time actually to do this. I offered to put these up some time ago with people who are much, let's say, more financially astute than most of us. They're a lot wealthier financially, and they've told me not to do that. That we should keep those as an investment for work, what we've been doing, and for my family and my son, and that we should use, and we should proceed with this, and that we should proceed with this now. With the news we've had today, we should have proceeded with this immediately. So the current situation is, yeah, it's another hard hit we've had. This is going to take a lot of people working together, and without your help, it will not happen. This is a real shit or bust situation. We've either got to put this together and make it work. We've got to pack it all up and head back for Britain. I really don't believe I've got that in me. to give up now after as far as we've come. You know, and it ain't just me. You know, there are other people who they've given their lives now for what we're doing. They've worked so hard and long and under so much stress that they have actually passed on now, you know, from cancer, from disease, which they didn't have when they started this work. So let's not beat around the bush anymore. Living under a stressful environment where we're segregated from one another, where we're being divided and we're being conquered on a daily basis. Depletion of the endocannabinoid system. This is what's creating illness. It really is. And you talk to any engineer, they'll tell you it's far better not to create the problem than try and solve the problem later. Now, this is what we've inherited. We've inherited this problem. It's a social problem. Doctors have had their hands tied because they can't prescribe natural remedies. And there are natural remedies out there which do work. I'm not just talking about cannabis, there are others. Okay? The giant spear we've got within this movement of bringing forward truth. That's all it is. We just want to know the truth. And we want to be able to help our brothers and sisters on earth, regardless of creed or colour or political doctrination. You know, we should be able to have this information and be allowed, you know, to do things which are beneficial to ourselves and the greater good of all. I don't see that as being criminal. I never have. And I think it's very hard, especially in the UK now, to get a jury to actually agree with them. Why a lot of the cases aren't actually finding themselves into court. So this move now, where we're actually at, we have now got an offer of funding, and it's not a BS offer. This person has got the money. They have done things like this before. It's very, very serious. I have another lady, Martina Martel. Excuse me, I've forgotten your name, sweetheart. She's been messaging me properties around Mercia. Massive help. Any help you can give now. And another point, there's a few people, Billy and Al. I can't remember if it's Billy or Al Stevenson. They're like two peas in a pod anyway. They might not like me saying that, but a couple of brothers, great mates of mine. Alan was the best man at my wedding many, many years ago. And I still don't hold it against you, Al. Even though you told me not to do it. Excuse me. They were saying they wish they could do more. Look, I ain't no rich bloke, all right? But I am holding in my hands now more power than any individual has ever hold in their hand on earth previously. That was a bit of a mouthful. My point being is, if we all use the power we've got to focus, keep sharing this website, which will be coming, it's almost done now, we keep sharing that site, we keep putting it out our groups, we stick together, we will make this happen. We will make it happen. Look, I know this. I've done it with Dark City. I did it with Bob's Backyard. I did it with Ashton Allotment Action. It's only when we become divided they will beat us. They will beat us. And you all know that is ongoing. It's not, oh, they've pressed the divide button. No, we are all contributing to that divide and conquer. And the more we can show, not talk, but show, clicking that button, posting that, sharing it to groups that know nothing about this, opening up this topic. You know, we are not criminals. We are not bad people. We are outlaws. That does not make us lawless or criminals. It means superseded ridiculous laws that cause harm, loss and damage to others do not affect us. We are beyond them. We don't need anyone to tell us what's right or wrong. We have hearts in our bodies. We can identify it. I'm talking to the kinds of people who walk down the street, who can identify a homeless man, who go to help them without being asked. It is our responsibility to notice the people who are in need and provide that need for them. They should not be asking us. We should be offering the help to them. I know we can do this, folks. 50p's, 10p's, pound coins, euros. We're an army. We're an army. We are an army. Just the people here on Facebook, we are an army. 6 people currently viewing. There's been a lot of you coming on off. If you 6 people alone, just the 6 of you currently on here, 8 of you currently on here, all share this video now to all your pages, and 1 person shares it, bang, we'll have a viral video. We'll have a viral video. That's as simple as that. If we work together, we will get change. If we sit back, get dragged off by some girly picture or some silly video, it's good to have fun, don't get me wrong, but if we allow ourselves to be dragged off, we are going to fail. We're going to fail. Now, I don't get into the conspiracy stuff. I don't have to. I'm not paranoid. I speak from historical facts, recorded facts historically. There's a massive change coming. And how that change goes will depend upon us. It will depend upon us. And I'm talking primarily here to the people within the United Kingdom, England, Ireland. Maybe not so bad in Scotland. You seem to be getting it together, but I don't know. It looks like it. It really looks. And if you look at the social unrest that we're starting to see and how people are being played off one another, like I say, folks, there is a big change coming. Change is constant, and it's up to us how that change goes. Is it going to change? Damn right it is. How is it going to change? That's up to us. It's not up to the government. It's not up to the lawmakers or the lawbreakers. All right? Laws are made bad people. Okay? Not good people. I have hurt no one, nor have I caused any loss, nor have I been deceptive in any manner for all the time I've been in Spain. Prior to that, the work I did remained secret because I would have been prosecuted by the UK authorities if they would have known. That is the only time I've not been forward and up front. I am under constant threat every time I return to the United Kingdom. My medicine will be removed or I will be imprisoned for taking my medicine. Medicine that I have been told to take by National Health Hospital consultants and general practitioners, that it is my only course of action. And that was before I got cancer, where I'm being treated for pharmaceutical poisoning. Okay? I am being treated because I was poisoned by the National Health Service. Okay? Not just the National Health Service, but doctors. Let's get it fair there. Doctors of the United Kingdom, because it wasn't just the National Health Service. That's untrue. So I do want to be upfront with you all, folks. I want to let you all know as it's happening, when it's happening, and hopefully we should know what's happening before it takes place and not after, when it's too late to do anything. Okay? United Kingdom at this moment in time is being told that cannabis has no medical benefits. This is for the people outside the UK. Okay? For our American, our Canadian brothers and sisters, look, 45 million people or 450 million people. If we can get our American and Canadian brothers and sisters to start supporting us by clicks and presses and shares, bang, we'll wipe over it. We really need you. The UK people need this to be worldwide. We need this pressure to be put on every single point they've got. We should leave no stone unturned. The people of the United Kingdom have suffered for too long under unjust laws. Can we make social changes? Have we got the ability? Have we got the skills? Can we raise the money to do it? Of course we can. Of course we can. If you listen to the governments, they're agreeing with us. They say that illegal drugs are used to fund terrorism. Well, if that's true, right, let's take all that money and put it into social care. Let's put it into youth programs. Yeah? Let's stop making the armed services a cool place to go. Let's stop encouraging our children to fight for what they feel they need. And let's give everybody what it should be provided for them. Healthcare, home, food, warmth, shelter. These are basics. These are basics. Now, your homes are under threat. Your food's under threat. Your water's under threat. The United Kingdom has been put under threat. That's how it is. They're living under stress. Can we see an end? Yeah, we can. As I said before, which way this goes is up to us. It's not up to them. It's up to us. I, for one, I will continue to do as much as I possibly can. But I'm not going to kill myself, folks. That's what I've been doing. I've been putting others before me, and I was wrong. That's wrong. Doesn't make me a bad person. I've made many mistakes in my life. I've got to man up, accept that it was wrong. I am worthy. I am important, and I should have some self-worth, at least as much as I've shown other people. And I'd ask you all to do the same. Ask you all to do the same. No more. Just respect others as you respect yourself. And we'll end it. We'll end the tyranny once and for all. It's over. Will it happen in Britain? When will it happen in Britain? Talking to some really well-informed people, they're surprised it hasn't happened already. So we do need to have that safe haven. We've got to do it. We've got to do it because we need to educate our children. We need to stop this information being buried over and over again so the next generation know about the endocannabinoid system. They know about the balancing of all the body systems, and they know that to say part of your body is separate, that the emotional body is different than the psychological body, is poppycock. It's ridiculous. The physical body is made up from 13 systems. Endocannabinoid system is one of those systems. And out of those 13 systems, if they become depleted, they end in death. The only one you can survive as an individual without is the reproductive system. But the species would perish. Okay? So let's get this right. The endocannabinoid system is as important as your respiratory system. So you think you can't do without endocannabinoids in your body? Hold your breath. Hold your breath and tell me you can do without a respiratory system, a pulmonary system. This is what they call an heart attack. When your pulmonary system fails, it's called an heart attack. Pretty fatal. The same for the endocannabinoid system. Okay? All right, it might sound a bit crazy coming from a guy who's done this for years, who's sat here being diagnosed, potentially diagnosed. Let's get it right. Not had the full diagnosis yet. What I've been told, I have one of 3 cancers. 2 of them will be cancer. If it isn't that, there's a third one, which I'm hoping it is, which is prevalent in redheads, which will become cancerous. As far as I'm concerned, I don't need to sit back and wait. I need to get the alternative treatment in me, flood my body with THC as fast as possible. That's what I'm doing, folks. If it doesn't work, I might have to have a cut off. If it needs treatment, I might begin to treat direct treatment. I might use other things. But I am going to try every single thing before I go down the route of the most dangerous thing that can be prescribed, known to medical science, radio and chemotherapy. Let's say we've got to learn to work together. I'll even work with them people. Right, my little fella's just woken up now. You might hear him. He's saying, "Where has everybody gone?" So I'm going to get off here, folks. And thank you all. I can't thank you enough. I really can't. Thanks doesn't seem enough for what you people are currently doing and what you've already done. Let's not let them beat us, folks. Let's stand now. You know, make a stand in our own power for what we all know is rightful and is just. Let's not let these unjust laws sway us anymore. Accept outlaw. If that's what they want us to be, doesn't mean we're unjust. Doesn't mean we're criminals. It means we are beyond their unjust laws. If they want to take us into court, we should flood those courts. When one man is accused, let every man, woman and child enter and admit their crime in the court, before the court. If one is condemned, then shall be condemned. That's how you end a court proceedings. That's how you bring change. They strike one, they strike all. They hurt one, they hurt wall. All. They hit the wall, excuse me. They hurt all. You break us down, you cut one down, hundreds of thousands will rise in their place. This is our army of change. This is who we are. This is who we've got to become. We've got to. We've no choice, folks. No choice. Change is coming. How that change goes is up to you. It's up to me. Not the man. It's not up to them. Never has been. Not the man in the pulpit. Not the man in Westminster. It hasn't. It's always been up to us. We've always had the power. We are the ones that make the change. So let's become it. Stop bullshitting yourselves. Stop bullshitting everybody else. And stop listening to all this misleading information that there is. If you plant a cannabis seed, you're a criminal. No, you're not. Cultivation, caring for it and looking after it is criminal. You go and plant anywhere in Britain, you're not breaking the law, only if you cultivate them. Don't let them beat you down, folks. I know it's a serious time. I know we've got to pull together. I know we've got to make this happen. But don't let them grind you down. Let's stay upbeat. You know, let's have a laugh and a joke. But don't lose the focus. This is our chance. If we don't take it, all we're doing is giving it to our children to deal with. I don't think that's a man thing to do or a woman thing to do, to hand over the responsibility to the children. Our generation will be the generation that changes. Oh, this chap is burning out for nothing. All right? I don't believe I'm right. I know I'm right. I feel it in my heart. I know it. We can't stop. This is what we've got to do. We've got to prove irrefutably that these alternatives are good and healthy. And let the world know. No endocannabinoid system. No breath. No heart. You can't do it without your heart. Well, you can't do it without endocannabinoids. I'm repeating myself. Brilliant to see you all here. Thank you very much. I will respond to all your messages as soon as I'm done. I'm going to get out of here, rambling a bit. I've just took 300 micrograms of THC. You see, the effects of the cure. I'm not lying here with all my hair falling out, with welts all over my body in agony from radio chemotherapy. This is the alternative that could work. Not saying it will work, it could work, and it should be given to everybody first. Thanks, everybody. Love you loads. Thanks for your support.